Very important topic today. We're gonna work with YouTube's API. I'm gonna show you how to fetch videos from YouTube's API, and I will walk you through starting your projects and getting the API key. And as I always like to do, we will do that on a real project. Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Now this is the YouTube's documentation we are gonna work with. It's over at developers.google.com/YouTube. And like I told you, we will fetch videos from this API. But let me first show you the project we are gonna work on. It is my personal portfolio website that you can access online. So let me give you a quick tour through my website. Okay, this is the code. I will start my live server, and here it is. This is my personal portfolio website. As you can probably tell, it's inspired by The Matrix, which is one of my favorite movies. This is me. My name is Marian, and I'm developer from Serbia. Nice to meet you, good viewers. Okay, here I have some GSAP animation. I don't have time for playing that. Here you can find some of my project. You can see the details or visit the web page. Okay, and of course I guarantee your money back. And here's the section I made for my YouTube channel. I can play the animation here. This is the CSS animation. You're probably recognizing this if you follow me. And this is the section we will make changes on. But first, let me show you the contact section down here. You have this 3D button. You can send me an email through a third-party website, and if you dig deeper you will find out why do I call my channel the way I do. But let's get back to this YouTube section and let me tell you what we're gonna do. I have three links to 3 of my videos from my channel here, and this is all hard coded, but now my goal is to use YouTube's API and to display here my 3 latest videos. So we will get data from the API, and we will be displaying exactly like I do here. We will have thumbnails, we will have the title, and when you click here, you will go to the YouTube video. Okay, let's work with YouTube's API. Okay, first thing you need to do, you have to go to console.cloud.google.com and you need to create a project. You're gonna need a project to work with YouTube's API, and this is where we will get our API key. Of course, you have to be logged in with your Google account. Here I will go here and go to the new project. And we need to give it a name. Let's say test. Okay, I don't need to add organization, and I will click create, and this will create our the project in our Google console. We need to wait for a few seconds, and here it is. My project is created. Okay, now I will access my project I just created. And go to the project settings. Okay, now next important thing to do is we're gonna go to YouTube Data API v3, and here is we must enable our data API. Here you can see this enable button. I will click this button, and once we do that, we can we work with YouTube's data API, and we are able to fetch data from YouTube. My internet is very slow today, of course, when I'm recording the video. Typical. Okay, now we are enabled data API. Now I will go to credentials here, and I will create an API key. Here I will click create credentials, and I will choose API key. and here is my API key is created. Okay, I can copy the key, and I will get back to this later. Let's now start coding. Okay, it's finally time to do some coding. This is my portfolio project code. As you can see here in the project structure, this is I don't have much. I only have folder with all of my assets, images, sounds, and everything. And I have my three files, index.html, script.js, style.css. As you can see, I made this old school without any frameworks, with using just vanilla JavaScript. And the reason I did that this way is very simple. Back then, I couldn't use any of the frameworks. I didn't know how. Of course, I should... my plan is to rewrite this entire thing using a framework, right, like React or Next, but I've been lazy to do that. It's a lot of work. So let's not waste any time. This is the what you've seen on the screen. Let me show you my. This is this section. Okay, and here I have a div with the class latest YouTube videos, and inside my script I grabbed this div by its class name. Okay, inside this div I have three anchor tags, three links, and inside, okay, sometimes prettier is making this even uglier. I mean, have a look at this A tag. Okay, never mind. Inside my each A has two children. One is the image with the image of the thumbnail, and the other is span with the title of the video. And underneath that, I have a div with the class of fallback content. I also grabbed that div here. We will be using that in case of errors, if we get some error fetching our data. Okay, let's start working on our code. As you can see, I will be replacing all of the content of this div with the data we get from the API. Okay, let's start working on our JavaScript first. I will create a constant for our API key. I will give it the name API key, and here I will paste the key I got from the API. I will copy it here, and inside the quotes I will paste it here. Now, of course, have in mind, you should never be exposing your API keys. This is only for the demo purposes. Our front-end code is visible and publicly available. Sometimes it's the beauty of our job. Everything is transparent and I love it, but when you want to hide an API key, that's the curse of front-end development. You should never be doing that this way. Have in mind, this is just a demo. I will be deleting this key after I record the video, so that you should have that in mind. Okay, with that out of the way, I can start working on fetching the data, and for that I will create a function. And of course this function has to be asynchronous, because fetching data from API is asynchronous task. I will create a function, let's say fetch videos. I don't need params. And here I will start working on fetching our videos. Let's get over to the YouTube's documentation. I can now close this. I don't need it anymore. Okay, let's have a look at the docs. As you can see, you have a bunch of options here. It's incredible what you can do with this API. You can like the video, subscribe to the channels. You can, if you have a channel, you can post videos using API or subscribe to other channels. But for a lot of this operation, you will have to be authenticated. For the purpose of today's video, it's enough to have an API key. This is the endpoint I'm interested in. It's search, and I will go to the list here. And here is the we will do the YouTube search. As you can see, you can search videos, channels, playlists, and everything from YouTube channels. And here on the right hand side, you can see you can try the method. You can put the query parameters here and execute the code. You don't need to go to Postman or something like this. I will close this. We will do that using the code because that's how we prefer. Okay, so this is the HTTP address we are going to hit. So here inside my function, I will of course be using good old fetch method, and instead of the quotes I will use backticks, and here I will paste this address. Okay, that's only the first part. Now I will put a question mark to start our query parameters. Okay, we have only two mandatory parameters. One is the API key and the other is, let me show you. As you can see here, only required parameter is part. Okay, so let's first put the key. So my key will be equals to, and I will use here $ curly braces to insert my API key. Okay, that's our first parameter, and then I will say ampersand. Like I told you, my second parameter is part, and here in this case the only value is snippet. So we will say part equals snippet. Okay, so I will say part equals snippet, and now we are gonna insert some parameters that are not required, but these parameters will help us narrow down our search. As you can see, you can imagine this API like the famous YouTube input, where you can put everything you like, and you will get the results. Okay, so like I told you, we need to narrow down our search. First, we will use, you can see what everything, every parameter here that's available to you. For some of them, you need authorized request. For some others, you don't. This is the parameter I want. It's the channel ID, and here I will insert my own channel's ID. Okay, so I will say and channel ID equals, okay, in fact, I will put that in a separate constant to be more readable. And here I will paste my channel's ID right here. This is the part of the URL of your channel. It's publicly available. Okay, and now here I will insert this variable. So it will be channel ID. Okay, now we narrow down our YouTube search to my own channel. Now, what do I want to get from my channel? So I will say, I will put another parameter, and let me show you what I need. I need, where it is? I need type. And of course, type should be video. You can get playlist, channel, or video. So I will say that my type equals to video. Okay, now we narrowed down our search even more. And what else do I need? Like I told you, I only want three videos to replace these three. So for that, I have a parameter called, here it is, it's called max results. As you can see, you can have up to 50. The default value is 5. I will have max results. I want 3, so I will say that it's equals to 3. And finally, I want to get 3 latest of my videos, so I will have order a parameter, and I will put date for this parameter. Okay, so order will be equals to date. Alrighty, And with that, let me break this on the to see the whole line. With that, we have the full URL we want. This will give us what we need. So this is the URL address, and then we have our key and a part parameters which are required, and then we narrow down our search with channel ID, type, max results, and order. Okay, now let's fetch our videos. And of course, I should put this inside the try catch block because it's possible that we get some errors. So I will move my fetch inside the try block, and of course I should store this inside a constant. So I will say, let's say constant response will be equals to, and of course I need to await our fetch because I have async function. I need to await fetching data from YouTube's API. Okay, now I will what I will do next, I will check if my response is not okay, if I have some errors. I will do an if check, and I will check if my response that okay, but if my response is not okay, in fact, if that's the case, I will throw a new error, and let's use backticks again. I will say HTTP error, and I will display here this error inside my JavaScript. I will say I will put response dot status. Okay, that will cover that. But if my response is fine, if everything is okay, I will get my data. So I will say constant data. It will be I need await. It will be response.json because I need data in JSON format, like that. And for now, let's console log our data to see what we have. And inside my catch block, I will, if we have some errors, I will just console log the error, and later we will do something else. Okay, let's save that and test out our function. Let me check if we are able to fetch the videos. I will go to my live website and open my DevTools. We will be okay, nothing yet in our console because I need to call this function. Okay, typical. Okay, so let's do that on the document object. I will add event listener. I want to make sure that my entire DOM is loaded. So I will, on the DOM content loaded, I will be calling my function fetch videos. Okay, just like that. Okay, let's save now and see now, do we have our data? As you can see now, we have our data. Something is inside our console, and as you can see, we have in these items, we have 3 items. This is an array of our 3 videos. In fact, I will just let me console log data.items to clear this up a little bit. Okay, now we only have our array. Okay, let's see what's in each of these objects. As you can see, I have this ID, and I will use this video ID to get the link to the video. And here inside the snippet, I have the video, the channel info about the channel. I have the video description, video title, and I have the thumbnails. So I have now everything I need to display the videos I just fetched. Okay, so let's do that next. So here I will keep console log, but I will pass down my data.items to the function I'm about to create. So I will be calling this function, let's say, display videos. And this function will get data.items, which of course is an array, if you remember. Okay, that's very good. Now let's we can do it even below, but I will do above my fetch videos function. I will do this function display videos. Of course, this is a synchronous function. I don't need async. Okay, and this function will get our videos array as an argument. I will get my videos array and I will loop through it. Okay, so I will say for each let's say video, I will make a function that will do something. Okay, now let's see what do we need to do. Like I told you, I will be replacing all of these hard-coded values with our data that we successfully fetched, as you could see. So first I will create an anchor tag. So here I will say my const a will be document, create element, and I will be creating a. Now, as you can see, I need two attributes. One is, of course, ref, and the other is target. I will be doing exactly as it is here, so I don't need to change. I don't need to touch the CSS. Okay, so I will say my a.ref is equals to what? Let me check. Here is my as you can see, this is the address YouTube is using. So I will be copied this, and the other part, which is will be our video ID. So again, I will need the backticks, and I will paste this address, and here I will insert the video ID. Okay, so let's consult our console to see what we have. As you can see, we need to access first the ID and then a video ID. So here I will put our video dot ID dot video ID, just like that. Okay, now I took care of my href. Now I will put a target. A.target will be, of course, underscore blank. Okay, and with that, my anchor tags are finished. Now I need to create its children. First, let's take care of the image, and then we will do the span. So again, I will have a constant image, which will be document create element. And this time we will be creating image. Now we need to put the source and the alt of our image. So my image source will be, now let's again get back to our console. So as you can see, first I need to access the snippet, and then from that I need to access thumbnails. Okay, so I will say video dot snippet dot thumbnails, and let me check. Here we have three options. We have default, high, and medium. Let's try default, and finally again we need to access this URL, which is the address of the thumbnail image. So again, we will say default.url. Okay, and with that, we will be getting our thumbnail image. Okay, and finally, I need also the alt of my image. And for the alt, of course, I will put the title of each video. So let me check again. Close this. Here's my title. It's again inside the snippet key. So again, I need snippet dot title. Okay, that covers our image. And finally, the second child of my A is the span, which holds the actual title. So again, I will create a new constant, span, and again, I will create element. This time I will create span. Okay, and all we need is to put the text content of our span, which will be, in fact, I will copy this. It's the same line, the title of our video. Okay, with this I created anchor tags, I created images, and I created span, the title inside our span. Now I need to add this to the DOM because only this will not do anything. So I will first to my anchor, I will append, I have two children. So first is my image, I will append my image, and then I will append my span. And finally, I will append this A. Of course, have in mind this is inside the loop. So this will be 3 A tags. Because I have an array of exactly 3 videos. This is the latest YouTube videos. It's the name of the div. Let me show you here. That will be the parent of everything. So to my latest YouTube videos, I will append this time only one child, and that child is A. Alrighty, and with that our function is finished. So we are looping through our array of videos, our array of data we got from YouTube's API. We are creating for each anchor, we are putting its attributes, then we are creating images and spans, and we append everything to the DOM. Okay, so now when I save this, I should be having the 3 new videos on my live website. But first, let me comment this out, all of my content, and hit save. Let's check. As you can see now, this part of my website is gone. And now when I save my JS file, hopefully I should have 3 latest videos here. Let's test it out. I will go to my JS file and hit save, and let's see if we were successful. This is the moment of truth. Okay, I have some videos here. As you can see, exactly 3 videos. At the time I record this, these are my 3 latest videos. As you can see, I have a title. Don't get confused. This is the video with 2 parts. That's why it looks almost the same. I get the titles, and let's test the links. When I click here, yeah, I get my video. That's fine. I'm only not, something is weird with these thumbnails. Let me check if I can get better images. So I will inspect this again to see on my console. So we were using this default. Let's try medium instead of that. So inside my function, where is it? Here it is. Instead of default, I will try medium. Let's save this and see now. What do we have? Okay. Okay, this is much better. Now my images are not that weird. And as you can see, we successfully used YouTube's data API to fetch my videos. I got everything I need. Of course, I could even fetch the description of my channel if I wanted to, because this is hard coded. Also, I could also fetch that from my YouTube's API. Okay, one last thing, I want to handle some errors, and for that, if you don't want to stay more with me, I thank you for watching this up until now. But if you stay, let's hang out a little bit more. So I will, I told you I have this fallback content div, and I grabbed it here within my JavaScript. Here it is. So I will, here inside my catch block, if I get some errors fetching API, I will say fallback content, and for now this div is hidden. It has display none, so I will put its display to block if I have some errors. Okay, and I will copy this line also here if I have errors here. Okay, but here, if my fetching is successful, just in case, I will put this back to none, because I don't want to hide this div, and I can finally get rid of my console log. Okay, let's save this and test everything out. Okay, we cannot see this because my fetching is successful again, but let's try if I put here in this address another W and save the changes. As you can see, now I have my fallback div with the message, and I put the link to my channel here, so users can go and see my videos if my fetching was not successful. Okay, I will get rid of this, put the correct address again, and okay, I have my videos again. Okay, and that will be it, guys, for today. I hope you find this useful. It's a very powerful API. Like I told you, you can do lots of cool stuff with that. That would be it for now. I want to thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you a great day. Goodbye and lots of love.